in and just playing your material you've got.
Yeah, a good
getting it down.
live mix
Yeah.
with mistakes.
Yeah,
Oh.
why not? You know, that's and putting it in the bag, and then instead of, you know, tweaking the last 2-3% out of those recordings, go out and make new material, because the difference to you might be massive, but the difference to your audience won't be anywhere near as big. And all that time you're spending fiddling is time you're wasting. It could be making new material, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. And often it's personalities in the band. Someone goes, no, you know, it should have this and it should have this.
Yeah, I get it. You know, a recording really is forever. You know, it's permanent. And so I can see why people want to.
Did you like Chinese Democracy? Guns N' Roses?
You know what?
I loved it, mate.
I think I skipped through the first 30 seconds of each song and I thought, didn't hate it.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Yeah.
Well, you know, 14 years. What a joke.
Yeah.
But not that I was hung up and I couldn't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
But I definitely gave it a play because I went, well, these are great. I thought it's an interesting thing for something to be recorded for 14 years.
Yeah.
By the time you get to the end, imagine how many things they went, or Axel, you know, being Axel, or whoever he is.
Yeah.
Like cutting out and changing and re-EQing and oh my God, like,
well,
and the thing that actually released, like,
yeah, the pressure was too much.
Not too bad, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, because once it gets exactly like we're saying, once it gets to a certain stage, you've heard it too much, and it should have just been recorded dry. There's the song, bang, and
you know, a room full of really good musos. You know, not many people get to hear that. You know, I did a couple of acoustic things in my studio. It was a great idea I had, and I had had Matty Rogers, who also played at the last Buskers, Currumbin Buskers thing.
Everyone keeps saying that, and I keep thinking of the footballer.
Matty, yeah, well, you know, he may well be getting extra gigs because of that, but good on him, because when you hear his voice, and this guy, and so he's just got this massive voice. I can't even explain how big it is. And I had him come in and just play an acoustic song and filmed it at the same time, and it's on Facebook, under my Clarence Drive studio thing, and I think I probably captured it about as well as I could have, but still, compared to being in the room while he did this, you know, you just can't describe what it sounded like. You know, it's just, you know, you just get the goosebumps, and it was just such an awesome performance. And he's out there doing this every week, you know, in venues and that sort of thing, and. That recording he did.
Lots of people talk about him.
Oh yeah, heaps of people talk about him. But you know, that recording to me is just such a great thing to listen to. I'd listen to that. He's got an album that's like super produced and is awesome as well. But you know, you compare the two, and they're two different things. But you know, it's such a worthwhile thing to do. You know, yeah.
What?
Record stuff live.
Yeah, exactly.
We were just talking about it.
Yeah, I know, but I started trailing off. I am. Yeah, God, geez. It's only been 107 episodes.
Well, that's really impressive. I've got to say, you know, you're sitting in this room here, and you probably don't realise that, you know, you're making a difference. You know, the reason I found you, I was, you know, I was actually with Ado up at Karoi at his place, and we recorded a bunch of episodes, and then we had a few grey gooses, and we thought, hey, we should do a podcast. So then we recorded like a 90-minute podcast. Right. And we never released it, because unless you're doing it regularly, it's pointless. But that sort of prompted me to go and sort of look up all the podcasts. And so, you know, I'm listening to all the normal ones, the big American ones that millions of people listen to. And, you know, and you came up first on the Gold Coast. And, you know, no one else is really doing it. No one else is talking to the real people on the Gold Coast. I think it's such a, you know, a worthy thing, because you think about it. If you could go back 30 years and listen to podcasts of all these people who are out there playing in all the, like the Playroom and all these places, you know, it's good now that you're getting the guys, you know, before they sort of kick the bucket. But,
yep.
if you could have heard them back in the day, their thoughts back in the day, like it's such
and
a
the
worthy
little
thing.
like you're talking about, like a little word drops of things you relate
Yeah,
to.
and it's like, hey, he knew that guy, and that guy went to
that
that guy's
happened on that
studio,
street, and that's what I really get kicked into. Yeah,
and so
I just had this feeling like if I don't do it, I don't think anyone will. It's like we're kind of like, don't be a wanker too much in this.
Well, it's true. Yeah, no one else is doing it.
Yeah, so I'm stoked. I definitely won't stop.
I'm stoked as well. I love the Gold Coast. I'll do anything. The amount of like sort of music and video sort of stuff I've done just to help the Gold Coast out. Sort of that I could have earned more money doing other stuff. It's my home now, and I just want to do everything. And I think you're doing the same thing, and it's really good.
Yeah, and so's Blokesworld. When you think about it, we're interested in people's things, and you're going and putting them on tape.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah, just capturing it in time, and you got it forever now. That's a great thing about this generation. Previous couple of generations, you've only got a limited window of material that you can go back and watch or listen to or look at. Yep. This generation, we've captured it in perfect, full HD detail. My kids will be able to look at video of themselves in the kind of detail that I can't. That's pretty mind-blowing. So we're the first generation that's been recorded to this extent, which is kind of, it's a lot of pressure, because even in 1,000 years, when they're looking at, back in history, what's the first thing they're going to do? Well, they're going to go back as far as they can to look at the material that's as good a quality as they can. And that's us.
And they'll look up their own history. They'll find great grandpa Surplice.
That's
Isn't that weird? And what he thought and felt on this day.
Yeah, he's not just some sort of stoic looking figure in a black and white photo with a couple of war medals. He's just kind of goofy looking guy.
And they'll learn that what you were into, and they go, well, that's inside me. Technically, that's a little bit inside me. So what these weird little video edits I'm doing in my space computer thing, year 2100, neuralizer, make more sense now.
For sure.
I think it's got to be a good thing. Like, who knows what our great parents were? We don't know.
No, all I know about my great grandparents and my grandparents were that they fought in wars, and that may well have had some influence on me going and joining the military out of school. I don't know. But, that's all I knew.
I'd love a Blokesworld podcast.
I thought you were going to say I'd love a Blokesworld T-shirt.
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
Don't worry, I'll send you one. Yeah.
No, hey, I don't creep onto people for nothing. Like, I feel like, I've even had, I was selling T-shirts for the World Series sprint cars. And an American guy, JD, I can't never think of his last name, rich bloke from America. He came up to me and I wanted to give him a T-shirt. Like, I had the rights to sell World Series sprint cars.
Yeah.
So he goes, hey, man, no, I don't want nothing. I know what it's like to run these deals. And I went broke, just like he predicted it. But he planted this real seed. Is like, everyone's working.
Yep.
You're working. I don't want to ask no one for nothing, especially, dudes that are doing it.
Yeah, for sure,
I'm creeping on for nothing. So, I don't know what I was getting at, but it's time.
It's time.
Yeah. There it is again.
Been great fun.
All right. What should we do? Where do we find Blokesworld? What do we...
Blokesworld.com is the best place. We've got 10 episodes from last year, and we've got 2 episodes from this year. Just go to blokesworld.com. You can see when we're on TV, and you can get a link to the actual episodes, that we actually put on TV. They're on YouTube as well, so you can watch the whole thing.
Right, and can we still find you for recording or film work and film and edit?
It's so sad, but I'm getting more inquiries than ever now, and I'm just having to knock everyone back because I'm stretched too thin as it is. And you know what?
Unless you got the money, know what I'm saying?
And I would love to be making music videos again and that sort of thing, but it's unfair of me to do it. So for now, I'm not doing any other work. But I've got some freelancers that use the room, so you can probably. I
just thought of a great idea. Yeah, we find a Japanese band.
Mm.
You film a video clip
Japanese fantasy metal.
Yes.
Oh man, I saw this awesome band in Southport RSL.
You seen Baby Metal?
I don't. Oh yeah, I think I have. Yeah.
All right, keep going. Yeah. Okay, Southport. What?
Oh yeah, no, I saw. Something that really opened my eyes to Japan was this band I saw in Southport RSL. They were a Japanese band, and they played this metal show. But the show, the costumes and the lighting and the smoke, and I think they would have had pyro if they were allowed. Yeah, just such a show.
Yeah. Anyway, I could come forever.
All right, next time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And there it is, punters, another episode. I want to thank Koala Karma, the chill out drink, for chilling us right out. It went great with our beers. Anyway, on this Monday, a public holiday, I'm going to run home now and grab a steak. Maybe. Anyway, it's been a good... I hope your 2016 is going great, like mine is. Thank you, Adam Surplice, for coming in. So cool for me to even speak to a bloke like you. We are definitely in this same sort of vibe. We're just trying to do things all the time, just like Addo from Blokesworld. Constantly working on stuff. When is it going to pay off? But at the same time, I couldn't care less. It'll keep going forever. We've grown up watching American TV and it looking like, you just do some work and all this money falls in your lap. You get in a band and you're going to be successful. But I think in this side of the world, we just do it. And it's the weak that stop. It's the weak that stop and think it's too hard. So we just keep working. Am I right, boys? Oh, yes, I am. All right. Thank you again. Thanks for tuning in. If you do listen to this, and Adam said he actually listened to this show, and that blows my mind. Like the thing he said there, I was actually kind of a bit blown out, and that felt really cool because I don't often hear that. No one really says that sort of stuff to me, so it was really nice to hear. So if you do listen to this, and you are listening right now, how are ya? Thanks for listening. I hope I blew your ears out. I hope you're listening to this in a car. Or maybe you're just at home and you're banging about on a keyboard, you're working and you're just doing stuff and you can't bear to listen to the radio anymore. Like TV is just dribbled to you now, and the only thing you can do is sort of listen in on people's lives, real people that you kind of relate to who are doing their best. And that's us. Am I right? Anyway, over and out. Love ya. Thanks again.
Starting.